the views of Gats and Sosa are purely of Gats when it comes related to anything mob.
Unless you want to, endorse us, in which case.
What are you doing, big dog?
All right, well, let's get some drinks going. This week we got Talisker, single malt, 10-year aged, also from the Isle of Skye. You know what? This is what that green label was blended with.
That's what it was blended with?
Yeah, from the Isle of Skye.
How do you know these things?
I got a buddy from Skye. I told you that. Kenny Mackay from the Isle of Skye. We got to get him on here. He drinks a lot of whiskey too. Large man.
Pour me a drink.
All right. It's a weird angle.
Come on, big dog.
I'm not, my arm doesn't go that way. Also, I was looking at the levels of some of these. We almost finished the lager one. I don't know how. Probably go back and watch that episode.
That's some good stuff.
We must have been on one.
I think so. Oh shit! It's a big man pour.
There's a big ice cube in it. Here you go, bud. Cheers. That's Scotch for sure.
That's definitely Scotch.
Definitely Scotch.
My mouth is on fire.
It's smoky.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check.
Speaking of pouring one out for the homies that are locked up, Lil Wayne is facing 10 years in prison for gun charges again.
Dude, this is current events. That happened 10 years ago.
Yeah, it happened 10 years ago. It happened 8 years ago. He went to prison for 2 years. And then in 2019, here's what I don't understand is that, so he got caught with, I guess they searched his private jet somehow, and they found...
Dude, that's the same story of 10 years ago.
Before it was his tour bus. The first 2 times he got arrested, it was identical. They raided his tour bus, and they found a .38 caliber handgun in a Gucci handbag. It's in, the same spot, same bag. So... first time they were just like, hey, you're rich enough. We're going to get you off, right? Probation. Don't do it again. He did it again 6 months later. So then...
Come sit down real quick.
So then he went away for 2 years. He went to Rikers, which is not a good place. I mean, I've never been to prison, but I assume it's
3 square meals a day.
Yeah, you hear it's bad.
You hear it. 3 square meals a day.
And then I guess in 2019, he got caught with guns on his private jet. I don't understand how he doesn't have a fall guy. You're rich enough. Because if it's first offense, I would take that. You're going to give me $1 million? You can put a gun charge on me. I'll only get probation.
That's it. But Lil Wayne's going to get jail time.
Lil Wayne's going to go to prison for 10 years.
Do you know what chess is?
Chess?
Yeah.
The game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His mentor, Jay-Z,
Birdman.
said... No. That's his dad. Jay-Z, his mentor, said, I'm a businessman, not a businessman. I know it's a little confusing. And he also said he could sell ice or water to a whale, but then amongst one of his quotables, it says this is chess, not checkers. Lil Wayne endorsing Donald Trump was definitely a chess move, because guess who can pardon him?
Donald Trump. Do you think he's going to pardon everyone on his way out?
What would you do on your way out?
I heard a crazy theory that, and I don't even know, I'm sure this is a conspiracy theory. Get your tinfoil hat on. He's going to step down like soon, in December. He's going to step down, make Mike Pence the president, and then have Mike Pence pardon him from anything that's pending.
Oh, wow.
As well as, I think he's got a few buddies that are still locked up from his campaign. He's gonna
pardon somebody.
Yeah, he's gonna get them out. What's the Jandy? Oh, Matus? No, he didn't. Matus didn't get arrested.
No, he pardoned a general.
I didn't know we had a general locked up. I don't know.
Damn.
I could see Lil Wayne getting pardoned, but the only thing is he's not going to be in jail by then. You gotta to be pardoned. You have to be the court case has to be done. You know what I mean?
So if you're Lil Wayne, what you're saying is lock me up.
You gotta be like, guilty, man. I plead guilty. Get me in there.
Let's go. Hurry up.
I miss my friends. I'd rather be back. I'd rather be back in prison. I liked it there. And speaking of prison, in Philly, they had the biggest, RICO gangster mob case in 15 years. go down.
That doesn't surprise me. Which part of Philly, though?
You know, Philly, the garbage part. Sorry. Do we want people from Philly to listen to this?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Why not?
I mean, garbage football team. So they had some great nicknames. I'll read you a few. It's also nice to know that the mob's still kicking, right? So good for you guys. Still out there hustling.
I plead the fifth.
I would love to be in the mob. Dude, I'd be the worst guy in the mob, though, because I'd be too loud about it, right?
It's
My Instagram would be like, Mob Johnny.
I need a little side note because I was supposed to be at my friend's birthday party.
Oh, we're wishing happy birthdays?
And I'm not there because
Oh, he's in.
I just got Corona free, and all the good shit that I get comes from him.
All of this whiskey?
No, not the whiskey. The hot sauce, the pasta sauce, all this art.
This is his art.
Is Mr. Tall. I can't hear you, but okay. And your birthday's not today, by the way, so I still got some time to make it up. Your birthday's not today, but I still got time to save it, you know? You do need a haircut. Sorry. Sidetrack.
Yeah.
Sidetrack. He's mad that I'm not at his dinner right now.
I mean, whatever.
I got a good excuse. I had Corona.
Yeah.
I just got cleared.
Yeah, well, since we're there, let's talk about that. What was your experience?
Dude, nothing. Somebody lied to me along the way, but I had like one day where I was like chills and like a minor headache, but it was because I wasn't drinking water. The moment I drank water, like it went away.
Dude, it's amazing how good water is for you. Yeah. What if that was the cure to Corona? People are too worried about drinking cough medicine. You need to just drink water. It's weird. So I've never had it, but it's like D-Money had it, right? And he was like, nothing happened, felt fine.
Yeah.
The only thing that happened was I tested positive, and then I took another test and it was negative. In and out.
So I in this 2-week time period, I took maybe four tests. Right. And only one of them came positive.
Okay, so that'd be a 20% fail or
no. Like legit.
I'm trying to come up with if could it be a false positive?
Legit, like these are legit tests.
Yeah. And
the one I took today,
rich folk test.
Yeah, I don't want to say that. I mean, it was $350. The one I took.
That's rich folk test. I mean, the one I took when I had a scare was free.
Oh. But I needed to get back to work, so
I was in line with the peasants. It was actually very like zombie apocalypse vibe because it was like run by the National Guard, so you have all these like dudes in military outfits. It was kind of one of those things where it's like if I test positive, they're gonna take me in the other room and shoot me.
You know what the funny thing is? Everybody started social distanced, and then like as the line progressed, excuse me, I'm Corona free, I promise. As the line progressed, everybody forgot about 6 feet apart.
Yeah, eager to get that test.
It's 25 minutes in and out.
It goes all the way up your nose, that one?
Yes. Ooh. It's all right.
I wasn't a fan of it. Okay, back on track. We're going to reintroduce it. So, Philly Mob. Like, first biggest RICO case in like 15 years. Just some good nicknames. Tony Meatballs. Tony Meatballs.
Lefty Pete.
I'm almost. Joey Electric.
That's a good nickname.
Joey Electric. Hey.
I wouldn't want Meatballs. I feel like that guy's
Well, we're gonna get our nicknames in a minute.
Okay.
There's more. Big Vic.
That's a date. That's.
I would like it to be a small person. In my head, Big Vic is a little guy.
It's like Big John from Robin Hood.
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic. It's a classic move. Call a small person big and a big person small. Cozy.
Okay, that's a nickname.
Yeah, one of his nicknames.
Because he put.
Well, so now I didn't hear them read it. I heard they're spelled, but it's C-O-Z. And I know like his last name is like Kaz or something.
Oh, I have a friend that's a barber. His name is Cozy. C-O-Z-I.
Okay, well that's not how you spell anything. Wait, C-O-Z-I?
C.
For some reason I thought, all right, I had a mental break there. I thought you said X.
Yeah, those syllables mesh together.
I was like, that's not a word. dyslexic. So it's either Cozy or Kazi. I don't know. I'm going to go with Cozy. I like that. Just a real comfortable gangster.
Yeah.
And then Louis the Sheep.
Louis puts people to sleep.
Louis the. Oh, is that what you think it is?
What else would it be?
It's gotta be, right? I was like, man, that's not a good one. That's a great one. Louis Sheep. Call the sheep in here. Dude, you mess with me, you're going to get the sheep.
Night, night. Who want to go to sleep?
And then if any of you guys happen to hear this, don't kill us. We're just having a good time.
Yeah.
So what would your nickname be?
The views of Gats and Sosa are purely of Gats when it comes related to anything mob.
Unless you want to, endorse us, in which case.
Yeah. My nickname would be, I don't know.
You can't give yourself, that's the thing, is you can't give yourself a nickname, right? Like,
right.
what are you good at? You would be you would obviously.
I would call you Little John.
I would like it, yeah, Little John. That way when I walk in, people are like, oh, you're not Little John. I'm like, yeah, dude. I dig it. Okay. I'd put on more weight.
What would my nickname be?
God, it would have to be like, I'm thinking Barber, I'm thinking Blade, like Sosa the Blade, maybe. So maybe that's too cool.
Dude, I put so much effort into your nickname, and you're gonna call me Sosa the Blade?
Yeah.
What kind of bullshit is this?
That's a sick nickname, the Blade.
Did we just apply for the mob?
Dude, hey, if anybody, I don't know.
That's the biggest thing. Don't pay me cash.
Yeah.
Pay me in cryptocurrency.
Yeah. You can just pay me in whiskey.
How you gonna spend whiskey?
I'm not. If I have the whiskey, what do I?
How you gonna pay rent?
Mean, obviously, I'm gonna be.
See, that's where your flaw is. I'm taking on nothing but cryptocurrency.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like Pizza Hut.
People are gonna ask a lot of questions.
I'm gonna be like Pizza Hut, bro.
What do you mean? You deliver?
No, Pizza Hut accepts cryptocurrency as payment in Venezuela.
Venezuela?
Yeah.
I feel like they don't even have crypto there.
Well,
Isn't Venezuela in turmoil?
What you mean?
Isn't that the place where like gas?
There's a lot of oil.
Gas is cheaper than water.
You can pay for a pizza with Bitcoin.
Okay. How many coins? Well, no, it's not a single coin. It's a fraction of a coin.
A fraction of a coin. But that's what I'm saying. You don't get caught. No trace.
Hey, I know you Philly guys are in trouble. If you need two people in Vegas, we're real quiet. We don't broadcast everything we do for free on the internet.
How come no lawyers joined the mob?
We got nicknames.
We do got nicknames. We got a plan.
We got nicknames. I have a car. I can drive.
Exactly.
Okay, here's a funny one. There's a village in Austria named Fucking. Now, that should not have been bleeped because I'm not cussing. I'm saying the name of a village.
What's the name of the village?
Fucking.
What?
The name is Fucking, spelled exactly how it sounds. Spelled Fucking, like Fucking. That's how it's spelled. And you can't bleep this. I'm naming a city. This passes YouTube's guidelines or whatever. Fucking is the name of the city. Now, they're kind of being bitch asses. That should be bleeped. I'm going to keep this guy on his toes.
This is why you should be in the mob. This is a loophole. You would not go to jail.
Very good. Honestly, when I read the story, I was like, there's not much to say about that. But I can say fucking and have it not be bleeped and have it be totally legit. So the people of Fucking have decided that they want to change the name because they're tired of people making fun of fucking.
Do they want to change their football name too?
I wonder what their mascot is. Because whatever it is, it's great. The fucking Mustangs.
The fucking pigeons.
I mean, I know Austria. When I think Austria, I think like cows and milk and like green rolling hills. So maybe they're like the fucking cows.
Dude, are you subscribed to like a European newspaper?
This was on Reuters, which is actually a pretty legit thing. And I honestly, when I saw that, again, I read things and I don't have enough smart people to tell me how you actually say it.
I don't know how it's pronounced.
Routers, Reuters, whatever. Reuters. A lot of spelling today. So honestly, I think it's a big ass move. If somebody's making fun of you for something, you can't give in and change it. They're still going to call you fucking. Whatever you change your name to, they're still going to. Now I know it pisses you off.
Well, that's like, what town is Borat from?
He's from Kazakhstan.
They wanted to, they were mad that they were portraying.
They were furious, and now they're using it as they took hold of it. They were furious that everybody was making fun of Kazakhstan, which, I don't know, cut back to a few weeks ago when we talked about that. Like, they had that chemical plant that was leaking Viagra into the water and making people insane. I mean, so something to make fun of.
And it's actually like a huge city.
I mean, well, Kazakhstan's a country, but
I mean, like it's a
big place. Well, that's where we send our astronauts up from. Actually, that gets into the next story, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Yeah, just final take on fucking changing its name. You know, the people of fucking need to fucking understand that, like, that you're not going to get out of this.
Just own it.
Own it. I was born with giant. I was born with giant ears, man.
Be fucking proud to be in fucking.
Yeah, I can't go get. If I fucking came back with super tiny ears, I would get made fun of way more.
How would you ask a girl to go to that city?
I'd be like, you want to take a cruise to Fucktown? No. Okay. So speaking of Kazakhstan, so they were all upset when everybody made fun of them because of Borat. But now with movie number 2 coming out, their social media guy was on top of it. He was like, we're going to use, Kazakhstan. Very nice. That's their tourism guide. So they made, they owned it. And honestly, I want to go. It's where we used to be sending. So we used to pay Russia. We stopped using space shuttles in America. NASA did. So we were paying Russia to send our astronauts up, and they just did like last month. 3 of them went up, 1 American girl and 2 Russian guys. They go out of Kazakhstan, but we won't be doing that anymore because big dog Elon Muskie, he sent his first manned spacecraft up to the space station.
Shit.
Yeah, sent 4. I think they're Americans. 4 astronauts went up, successful. It seems like he's moving real quick. Seems like I really believe we're gonna get on. I will, I always bring it up. I probably talked about space every single one of these episodes. I'm stoked on being able to like go to the moon. And
well, did you hear about what he brought back down to Earth?
Is this gonna be like a burn?
No.
Okay, no.
It's a real thing.
All right, what did he bring?
He brought that monolith down.
No, he didn't bring that. That's just some artists.
The aliens brought it down.
Dude, I believe in aliens. I don't believe that they did this because the monolith. And also, I don't know why everybody's using the word monolith. It's a pillar.
Okay.
I don't know where.
10 by 10, 10, 10, 10.
What do you mean? It's not 10 by 10.
It's like
10. It's 10 feet tall.
Okay.
It's not 10 feet wide.
No, it's not.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, there were these national park workers in Utah. And this sounds weird. They were in a helicopter. They were counting mountain goats. I guess you got to count them. So they were counting them, and then they seen this shiny thing sticking out of the middle of the Utah desert. They said, big dog, let's land over there. And they did. And they went up there, and there was like this metal chrome pillar sticking out of the earth. I mean, at first, far away, it looks super creepy. It looks like the aliens are here. And I guess it actually looks like a scene from the movie 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
Which I never saw.
I wasn't surprised. I saw it on The Simpsons.
They got it from Space Odyssey.
This is before Space Odyssey.
Okay. Well, Simpsons has predicted an insane amount of shit.
Who's keeping track?
The internet. You can Google it. If the other day I kind of actually like 6 months ago, I kind of like freaked myself out reading it. There's like a list of all the things they predicted out there. It's wild. So anyways, so it was there for like 2 weeks, and it got super. Obviously, everybody was super clickbait, right? Like, look at this mysterious thing that appeared. But when you get closer, you can see it's got rivets in it, which is a human technology. So not like the aliens would be slicker than that. And it's like you could see that they it's concrete at the bottom. It's not just it doesn't actually go into the earth. It's a statue. It's a sculpture.
So you think they half-assed it?
I don't think they half-assed it. I think whoever did it did not expect it to blow up like this because they put it out in the middle of nowhere.
Or for somebody not to get up close to it.
I mean, I think they were some hikers may find this.
Imagine that was done 5 years ago.
I mean, who knows? It could have been, right? So anyways, goes super viral, gets a gajillion clicks. And then this morning or yesterday, I guess, it disappeared. It was gone. And all that was left in its place was just a stack of rocks. Somebody stacked rocks. Then today, this morning, it reappeared in a similar situation in a place where a hiker might stumble upon it. And a hiker did in Romania, though.
So it's the aliens.
Or if I had the resources, this is something that me and my friends could come up with. just to freak people out. It's not the aliens. It's got rivets.
Yeah, aliens can use our tools.
I think like when you look, like I think they have something better than a rivet. I mean, we have something better than a rivet.
Yeah, but maybe that's the best tool for the job.
I think it's the quickest tool. I think it's because I think you got to hike it up in pieces.
Of course.
Yeah.
Or it just floats down from the alien
From
spaceship.
space.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope it's the aliens.
I seen Independence Day, right? Obviously, everybody has, and that's
Willie Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the scene when the girls we come in peace, and then they blow up the building.
Yeah.
That
That bitch had to go.
That's gonna be me looking from a distance. Like I'm gonna make sure everything's safe first.
You think you're going to work that morning if you turn on the news and it's like, hey, so the aliens are here. I'm not going to work.
I'm not going to work when Trump overturns the election.
Whoa.
Let me take off my tinfoil.
That guy. That would what do you think the fallout of that would be?
I'm not gonna go to work for a month.
There'd be riots in the street.
I'm not gonna go to work.
Is there a way
month.
he can do that? I heard he's not being very successful. And he let his team, he told his team they could start talking to the other side.
Well,
And that's not what Juice World says.
I would look at Article 12 in the Constitution.
I was taught to love my brothers and to hate the other side. Juice World. Okay. So there's all right, what's your favorite fast food? Or no, screw that. Just what's your favorite restaurant? Just like, hey, death row. You're gonna die. Your execution's tomorrow. I can bring you anything from anywhere. What do you want?
That's hard.
Shouldn't be that hard.
It is. I'm been spoiled.
Best thing.
Right now,
I feel like you can't. I feel like let's exclude like a steak dinner or anything like that.
Osteria Fiorella.
Okay. And for the people who don't know what that means,
It's
I know what that means.
Yeah, what does it mean?
Oh, I mean, explain for them.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's Mark Vetri's second restaurant in Vegas. He's from Philadelphia.
Ooh,
Possibly
maybe he
related.
Maybe he knows Louis the Sheep.
Maybe he does. But Vetri was his first one, and then he opened an Osteria, and it's freaking amazing.
What kind of food is it?
Italian.
Italian. Ooh.
Mark Vetri.
Okay, so what are you ordering?
They just prepare stuff and send it out.
You don't order anything. Wow, that would be the most baller move for a person about to get executed. Like, tell them it's for Sosa the Connection. They'll know what that means.
I like that. Sosa the Connection.
Tell them it's for the connection. They'll just send it out. Very gangster. Okay, would you wait 3 hours to get
If
that?
I'm on death row?
Well, no. Okay, now you're not on death row. Now it's just open and you can go down there and get it. Would you wait 3 hours to get it?
Probably not.
Okay, so I started too high. All right. Well, they opened up In-N-Out Burger in
Fine dining cuisine.
Yeah, very fine dining. I feel like the In-N-Out Burger would be like a death row meal. Just be like, give me 20 cheeseburgers.
Animal style?
What?
Animal style?
Animal style. Load them up. Double. Secret menu. So they opened one up in Denver, and people waited. The footage is wild. People they blocked streets. People waited 14 hours in line, and I guess it was like drive-through only, right? So it's like this friggin' train of cars.
That's some good marketing.
It pours out into the street. People are getting in fist fights.
Dude, if you're from Denver and you're like anything from 2/4 of the way back, anything from 2/4 on, I would drive to California.
Mm-hmm. It's right there.
It's closer.
I think you could get to Vegas. I think the flight to, I haven't done it in a minute, but I think Denver to Vegas, the flight, especially right now, I think like $60 and 45 minutes of your life.
Would you wait past 3 hours in a line for In-N-Out?
I could I could fly to California. So I for sure could fly to LA and fly back
And still be
still beat it. But I mean, I don't know. One of them had to realize 14 hours waiting for a cheeseburger.
It's the only one in Denver?
It's the first time they went to California.
To Denver.
Colorado. Yeah, Denver.
Wow.
We had a similar sitch when Chick-fil-A came to Vegas.
I don't remember.
Nobody waited for like 14 hours, but it was like, hey, Sahara, the exit on the 15 in Sahara was all messed up because the line just went out like onto the exit ramp.
Yeah, but that
And it was
Chick-fil-A
like during
line,
rush hour.
that line goes quick. They got like
Chick-fil-A moves. And
like
they always
10
say, God bless.
Yeah.
Which always kind of creeps me out.
They never said God bless to me.
Oh, they have to say God bless.
I've never heard them.
Yeah. You know that Chick-fil-A won't go public because they give so much money away to charity that if they went public, they knew that they would have to like make money for their shareholders, and they would be like, that would mean that we can't give all this money away. So they don't. I know a lot about Chick-fil-A because if they're from Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, they won't go public because they give so much of their profits away.
Damn.
Would you wait 14 hours? Was there anything? I can't think of a single thing I would wait 14 hours for.
My kids to be born.
Okay. Yeah.
Bar's
All right.
kinda
Well, I would wait 14 hours to end world hunger. See, we can do this.
Why you got to one up my kid story?
What are you talking about? You don't want to end world hunger? It's kind of selfish that you chose just 2 children over the massive amount of people that die every year.
All right.
Kids.
Hey, guess what? What's the next story?
That wasn't a what? Okay. So this guy in Indonesia, he's living a.
Oh, excuse me. I touched the mic again.
Did you actually?
No.
I was gonna say no, you didn't. So this guy in Indonesia, in Bali, beautiful place, right? But I think his life wasn't that great. He was a coffin maker, which I didn't know was a job. I think in America we would just call him a carpenter. You know what I mean? Like why would we degrade him like that? Coffin maker. That's all you're allowed to build. I swear to God, if you make a box that a person can't fit in, I'm fucking. So he's living his humble life. He's making his coffins, and kadoink, he hears a knock on the roof. So he goes into his other room of his hut. Here's what's very confusing. He says, I go into the other room, I see a hole in the roof, and then I found a rock smoldering in my garden. Why is there a roof over your garden? I assumed it was just a messy translation or something. And it's totally besides the point, but it really irked me. So he goes to like touch this smoldering rock that's in the dirt, and he can't because it's a freaking meteor. Crashed through his roof.
He didn't burn his hand or nothing?
I mean, he like tried to touch it or whatever. It was like wicked hot. He was like, oh, better call the shaman. I don't know what you do. That's my first question is if a meteor came busting through this roof right here, right now, and we don't even know it's a meteor. Just a rock just goes soink. It's wicked hot, and we're not sure what the hell happened. Are you calling anybody?
I'm gonna check to see if there's a kid in there first.
No, it was small. It was like the size of a fist.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they burn up on entry. It was a meteorite. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I don't know
if Superman.
I don't know if he was able to know that right away.
No. I mean, if you don't know, like, do you expect that to fall from sky?
And you certainly don't expect it to be worth anything, right? If that happened to me, I would put it on my shelf and I would like tell my friends, like, oh, I'm so pissed off. This hole is in my roof. I gotta call the roof guy and have him patch it and explain to him that just a rock fell from the sky. So he was way smarter than either of us. He somehow, realized that it was a meteor. He had it assessed. He sent it to England to go to the auction, and it sold for £1.4 million. So it's like $2 million.
Damn, for a rock. How many roofs can you buy with that?
Dude, how many coffins can you build? He ain't got no worries. I would love to see what he's doing. I bet he's dead in a week.
In a week?
I mean, you know that the worst thing that can happen to you is just winning the lottery? I wish we had fact check guy, but if you win the lottery, I think you have like an 80% chance of being dead within 10 years.
Damn.
Yeah. Most of those people end up killing themselves.
Because they lose the money.
No, because their family takes advantage of them. They don't understand taxes. They realize that, the old cliche that money can't buy happiness. Unless you're me. I firmly believe that money would make me happier.
I'll be fine.
And speaking of money, no, I'm just kidding.
I'll be fine.
Speaking of money, if you'd like to give me some,
Your ad read here.
Yeah, your ad read here. What would you do? First thing, you gotta like listen. You obviously you gotta pay off your debts. You gotta take care of your moms.
What if I move to another country? Do I got to pay taxes?
I don't know how auctions work. I know like straight off the rip, you're paying like 30% to the auction house, right? So it was like $2 million. Boom, 30% gone. Okay, so now you're down to $1.4 million. Okay, you got to transfer that back to or to wherever you're gonna go.
Transfer fees.
Okay, so like let's say all said and done, you get like $1 million in your bank account after that, right? Like boom, this is for you. See, it's not even that much after all that.
I wouldn't even make it public.
Yeah.
Let's go back to work.
Just go back to coffining.
Yeah.
With better tools.
Yeah.
Yeah. Become the coffin
Less
king.
hours.
Become the coffin king of Bali.
Yeah. Less hours.
Less hours. Hire people. Start a coffin empire. Okay. Well, you're smarter than me. I would like a
Liger.
No, I don't want to. I don't with cats, man.
Red panda.
Do you know about that story? Do you know about the red panda story?
Why don't you tell me?
No. All right, so there's this guy I know. He donated a bunch of he donated a bunch of money to get red pandas for the zoo, right? They approached him. They were like, "Hey, we'll put the plaque on the display. It says there, like, you're pandas. You'll be stoked." And so he thought he was getting like pandas that are red, but a red panda is closer to a raccoon than it is to a panda bear. And so when they came out, there was like a exhibit opening party, and obviously he was allowed to go and invite his friends. And he told everybody, "Oh yeah, we're getting these pandas. They're gonna be dope." And instead of giant panda bears, freaking 2 raccoons come out of the cage, and he was furious.
Where's my? Give me my money back.
What are those? And they were like, "Those are red pandas." And he was like, "Those are not pandas. Those are raccoons." No, I would definitely, you pay off your debts or whatever. I'm buying a dope ass car.
What car are you buying?
I know what I want. I want a Porsche 911 GT3.
So there goes your $1 million.
No. Those are pretty reliable dailies. They're all-wheel drive. I know a thing. I mean, obviously I've been looking at it, but they come with the flippy paddles, and then you can only bring one person in it at a time. It's completely practical. A Bugatti is like $2 million,
depending on the model.
Yeah,
Just get in debt.
Just get back in debt. What happened to yeah? Now that I have $1 million, I can get in $1 million of the debt. Honestly, it probably would happen. I probably would be very bad. If they gave me that much money, I'd have to just like give it to somebody in my family and be like, tell me no.
Just pay my rent.
Yeah, tell me no 9 times out of 10 when I say I need money for something. Speaking of super high-end cars, there's this like kid YouTuber, and I don't know, maybe he's a nice guy. He doesn't seem like it though. He's 21. His name's Gage something or another, and his dad owns a private equity firm in Dallas, and he has a fleet. They say a fleet of hypercars, not supercars, not Lamborghinis. Hypercars, so Bugattis, Koenigseggs, everything carrying over $1 million price tag. Pagattis, I don't know if you said that. Pagani, Bugatti, Koenigsegg, those are the hyper, maybe the Hennessy Vortex or whatever. And
La Ferraris.
Yeah, I think a LaFerrari is a hypercar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Ferrari like lied about how many they made. Like a bunch of people found out, they were like, "I have number 42," and then somebody else was like, "No, I have number 42," and it turned out they like had like
that's a marketing strategy.
They say there's only 100 of them, but there's really like 300 of them.
Yeah,
it's like been proven. They do this all the time. They keep doing it.
They
people
say
still
we're
pay.
only gonna do 100. You got to pre-order them, and then they sell 300.
Yeah, and then people paid for them, so they build them and they send them out. Hilarious. Good for you, Ferrari. So this guy, 21-year-old kid, he's driving his dad's Pagani Hyura. It's $3.4 million. It's a beautiful car, purple, and he totaled it.
What?
It's like broad daylight.
I'm trying to put myself in the dad's shoes. Do I
Yeah.
notice?
Baby Sosa calls you.
Do you notice?
Oh, baby. Oh, you notice because so when one of those things are so rare that like when one of those crashes, people pull over and take pictures and they're like, holy shit. Like, good. Like I would know what that is. I would pull over and take pictures and be like, this is some, I mean, it's some billionaire. This is some billionaire's car. You can't have that. You know how much it costs to insure that car?
Yeah.
You're paying like $30,000 a month to insure it just to keep it in your freaking garage. And again, this guy has a fleet of them. So it's not like he's driving them every day.
No, you can't drive them every day.
You can't drive them every day because you have too many. So you have too many to drive every day. So like you're, and again, a fleet. So this guy's insurance bill is probably like $500,000 a month for all these friggin' cars. So baby Sosa calls you. He's like, hey, dad, things got wild. The power got away from me. He wasn't under the influence or anything. And he wasn't hurt. He just had like a sling on his arm, which, I dislocated my shoulder 2 weeks ago playing kickball and I didn't even use a sling. Tough guy.
It's a little John for you.
Yeah, let's LJ. So baby Sosa calls you and says that he wrecked your $3.4 million Pagani Hyura. Also, you can't just get another one. It takes like 4 years for those things to get built.
I mean, if I'm that father,
yeah, whatever. You let him drive it. You knew it was a risk.
Yeah, whatever. If it's me, I'm like, oh my God, which kidney am I gonna sell?
Yeah, I can't pay the insurance on that.
Is a kidney worth $3.4 million?
God, that meteor never should have gone through my roof.
Man.
So speaking of billionaires, and quick change of subjects, kind of a sadder note. Vegas legend Tony Hsieh. He's the founder of Zappos. For those who don't know, Zappos.com, obviously.
Owns half of downtown Las Vegas.
Owns half of downtown Las Vegas. He did a lot for the community out here. He revamped downtown Las Vegas. He had this dope ass trailer park called the Llama Lot. It's still there. It's like full of like micro homes and stuff. One of my buddies lived there. I had the privilege of meeting him several times, doing some shots with him. Very quiet, very nice guy. You definitely don't know you're talking to a billionaire. He unbillionaired himself. He was a billionaire, and then he put so much money into downtown Las Vegas, revamping it, that he lost billionaire status. So, kind of just a really cool guy, amazing guy. And he died in a fire in his house in Connecticut over the weekend.
Damn.
Yeah, 46.
Let's end this on a moment of silence for Tony Hsieh.
Yeah.
Sad story.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we should end like that.
You don't want to end on the moment of silence?
I don't know. I think we could do one more. Well, honestly, that made me kind of sad.
Bring the mood back up. Come on.
Bring the mood back up.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah.
LA is now back on lockdown.
God damn it. That's not good.
Oh, I was just changing the subject.
Nevada does everything that LA does. Which again, stop coming here. You don't need to live here. Live in LA.
All right then. Bring us on home with a.
All right. Dolly Parton is doing. She's like I think she's like 72. She's going to be on the cover of Playboy.
Huh?
Dolly Parton, 72-year-old.
Naked?
Yeah. I mean, that's what Playboy is.
Are you going to see it?
I think it's worth a Google if you got the time. I don't even think I'll live to be that old. If that's your grandma, are you upset? Nah. It's Dolly Parton. I guess at that point you grew up. Your grandma has a theme park. Imagine that. Imagine being Dolly Parton's grandson.
You just pull
Feel
up
like,
to
yeah,
the
grandma's got roller coasters. She has an actual theme park, for those who don't know. I believe it's in Tennessee. A full-on thing. I don't think I'd be upset. I'd be like, whatever, do you, Grandma.
So you're on record that you're going to Google it?
I'm going to Google it, yeah, for sure. I'm not going to buy the paperback. When was the last time you even saw a Playboy for sale? How does that company still exist?
No idea.
I don't know.
That's ending on a high note.
Like and subscribe. We're trying to quit our jobs.